Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to.
Now, some of us feel that part of the reasons you went through this journey was because, you went to London to collect an award or something, and you met him. You people didn't cut for long and everything. I remember you called me in Nigeria. You told me you were getting married and everything. So maybe perhaps if both of you have cutted, you would have been able to advance. So do you agree with that? And what would be your advice to people who are trying to get married to people that they don't really know so much about?
This was the same thing Apostle Anselm told me that time. Apostle said, Victoria, you just went to London for an award and you met. Why don't you wait? Or come to Nigeria and do a marriage class? Yeah. I think it's ideal to court. I think it's ideal to court. I think it's ideal. I should have actually. But then again, the kind of person I am, I believe God wanted it to happen that way. Because don't forget, as there are certain things that if you know as a person, you will not go there. So if I had known, I wouldn't have gone. But I look at my beautiful kids and I look at the life I've made for myself, and I'm still grateful to God that I took all the lemons and now I'm just here chilling and sipping my lemonade, and I'm very, very grateful to God for that.
Do you have any plans to remarry, or you're done with marriage and anything?
Why should I will remarry you? Marriage is beautiful. Marriage is lovely. Marriage is if you marry your friend, that's heaven. Because I have a lot of friends that are married to their friends, and I see them. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. There's nothing like having that person to talk to gossip with, to build with, to enjoy life. There's so much. Can you imagine? You can go on a holiday by yourself, but imagine going to a beautiful holiday somewhere in Tokyo, with your husband. And marriage is sweet. I'm going to marry you. I will remarry by the grace of God.
Okay, what would you say was the biggest lesson you learned from that whole experience?
What's the biggest lesson I learned? There are so many lessons, though. But what is the biggest, Sha? Kindness. Kindness.
What do you mean by kindness?
Always deal with a kind person. When somebody is kind, they have a conscience. A kind person is, even if I don't want this person, but I don't want to punish this person, so let us go, but let us still be at peace with each other. Kindness. Because I'm a very spiritual person. I don't do religion. I'm a very, very spiritual person. But then again, I know that God, you can pray to God. God is not going to come down from heaven and say, but God will show you signs. But then as human beings, sometimes we might see those signs and we don't understand it. And that was then. Now I do understand my signs. But a person can be good and not kind. A person can be tolerant and not kind. A person can want the marriage but not be kind. In the sense that if I don't marry you, nobody else will. But when you meet a kind person, the person will, his or herself, say, you know what? I'm not giving you what I should. You're too good for me. I'm not going to punish you still. And I'm not going to say if I cannot have you, nobody will. And I'm not going to ruin your life. Right? Because you've not done anything to me. Right? So, based on that, you've given me beautiful children. You've not stressed me for one day. So, based on that, let me go and work on myself. But I will let you go in peace and in happiness. So, I have learned that if I'm going to deal with any human being again in terms of marriage, I'm going to find out and I'm going to confirm that the person is a kind person, a person that has human feelings. That is all.
Okay. Now, in the event that your husband comes now and says he's repentant, he's a changed person, and everything, will you continue with him again from where you stopped?
No, no, no.
So you're done. That's the end of the story.